We are here with Julian from Esko, and I must admit that I'm in deep water here, because I know a lot about printing, but I don't know much about flexo, but you know a lot about flexo. So why are we here? What do we see, Julian?
Well, this is an imager device, right? In order to make a flexo plate today, you need a lot of steps. And though all those are kind of manual steps, our goal with Esko is to automate the plate making and make it super simple for the customer. So you can start with the file in your pre-press department. The cool thing is that the pre-press department doesn't even need to be close to where you're making your plates.
So you can have these closer to the machines if you need to, or?
You can have it in the same room, you can have it in the same company, or you can be working in one pre-press company and outputting plates in different locations. For example, I can be sitting in my office in Toronto, right? And I can be sending plates by now, controlling this machine from a remote location.
Okay.
So the level of skill, you can have the skill operators actually in the place where you can find them, and you don't need to have them in your company or in the place that you are making your plates. That's the beauty of this.
Now, is that like unique to the solution you deliver, or?
This is the only company delivering this solution. We are the only ones in the industry that can fully automate the process of plate making and reducing the steps in between, making it super simple, super consistent, because we have an exposure device that after imaging the plate, this connects to an exposure device that back and main exposure simultaneously. The plate is being transported by a plate handler, and then from there can connect to solvent washers and water wash processors. We don't have thermal today, but it's coming in the pipeline.
So by reducing all these steps that you just mentioned, and also the simultaneous process of exposing the plate, does that mean it gets faster, or what is the purpose of having these features?
So the idea is not only to make it faster, is to make it more consistent.
Okay, so that is the main thing here, basically.
Making it more consistent, reducing human interaction. That actually is part of the delay, right? Because a person cannot be fast there whenever the machine needs, right? It's probably, doing something else. When you have to operate multiple machines and make it plates in different machines at the same time, normally the person is not right next to the machine. And then, even if it's like, you can say it's not, you require some level of skill to make a flexo plate, but it's not that high level of skill. You can get trained without a lot of efforts, right? But if you automate the process, you reduce all the human interaction and the opportunities to make mistakes. So the concept of the system is to make it simpler, more consistent, and safer.
Yeah. And when we look at here, it's basically one of the plates that is not processed, right?
Yeah, this is a virgin plate. I mean, the machine will load and unload the plate simultaneously. Even if you only have this equipment, you are reducing already some of the tasks, right? And the main one, I have to say, is that the operator doesn't have to prepare the files.
So what do we see here? That is the controller you have here?
Yeah, this is a controller, right? With this iPad, that type of computer that we have now, you can load and unload the plates. It's not connected to any workflow now, but the operator will
you would
see
have the jobs coming in here.
All the jobs coming in, and these jobs are already ready to output. While in the solution we have today, the person has to be merging files here, and that takes time, and is also prone of mistakes.
So sorry to interrupt you. So basically, if I understand you correctly, that reducing the number of steps in order to make a perfect plate, have a higher quality output, and a very simple approach to how to make the plates for flexo. That is what this is all about.
This is all about that, yeah, and you get it perfect. And the idea is that our concept in the coming years is that you are going to work with a cassette full of plates, and at the end you are going to pick up the plates already done. So you can be running, with a minimum amount of people, and your task force, the people can be focusing on more important tasks for you, right?
If you look at, the flexo market globally is enormous, right? Just thinking, when you look at things like this, is this a very competitive market, or how do you see your position in the market?
Well, we are we have the biggest market share, I would like to say.
Also on these types of machine, or?
Yeah, also of imagers.
Right?
Yeah, okay, yeah. depending on the continent, we are from 70 to 80% of
Really?
the market
Oh,
share.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
we are
why
kinda the
everybody here is
standard.
smiling, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are kind of the standard, right? And many of our customers are replacing our technology for this type of technology, looking for automation, simplicity, and consistency.
And I take that even though digital is growing, this is still like a very, very big market to continue supporting, right?
It is still a big market for us, and our promise for the future, these machines are very robust. Any CDI owner knows that they have their machine for 10, 15 years without any issues. Our guarantee to the market is that this is the Crystal CDI, the new Crystal model, is a base for our future innovations. So everything we are going to do for playmaking is going to be possible to connect to these models. So you can buy devices one at a time and automate your process with, investment pace at your own pace.
And you know, I would never have thought it, but I actually think it's a very cool looking CTP you have here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Who should have thought you say that, right?
Yeah.
But good design, actually.
It looks cool, yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
It was great talking to you.
Pleasure talking to you. Yeah.